Hello, everyone. You're watching Cricket Calling. I'm your host, Indranil Basu. Today, we have Kolkata Knight Riders versus Gujarat Titans. Ah, can't imagine Gujarat Titans, the kind of position they were in last 2 years, last couple of years, and what they are today. I mean, they have only 10 points, and KKR is really, really unstoppable in this IPL. I mean, the way they've been playing, the way they've been batting, up the order, the bowling has improved so much. They're using their Indian bowlers so well. Everything put together, it's going to be a contest which is kind of uh, going to give KKR that advantage to take that lead. I mean, they're already a top leader in that points tally, but it's just getting better and better. I mean, they say you have to save your best for the final moment, but KKR is every match they're playing, they're coming across as a different team, defending low scores. I mean, absolutely brilliant. I mean, what has been the thing that has worked for them? I mean, the fact that they've got their mojo back. We are joined by Mr. Archiman Bhaduri, senior assistant editor from Calcutta, who has been covering all the matches of KKR very religiously. Orchida, welcome to Cricket Calling. So, what exactly has worked? We are also joined by Mr. Abhijit Sarkar. As usual, he's late. He's slow. When you get old, you get late. Your reflexes generally slow down. But Archida,
Morning show.
your thoughts?
Morning shows the day. Face. The face is showing who is younger, who is older.
Whatever. I'm still outside. I'm trying to
That's why.
play the
That's
game
why
we
you
all
need.
love.
That's why you know the new no need additions, glow of the sun and all that. I can be
Yeah,
glowing
of
anywhere.
course. You have to have that sort of courage to be under the sun. I mean, it's not easy playing cricket. But KKR getting their mojo back. Ochida, your reaction. I mean, the way they have been really. I mean, only lost 3 games so far. They've been amazing.
Yeah, the main thing is actually their consistency. That is the main thing.
Yeah.
Tournament running for 2 months and you are maintaining that consistency. That is the most important thing. You can have a good day, you can have a bad day, but this team, it is not that they are doing something very phenomenal in some match and going down in some others. So what they have maintained is that they have maintained their tempo, and that is the most important thing. Even Nitish Rana came to the post-match press conference after the last match against MI,
Mm.
and he also harped on the same thing that we win together, we lose together. So that's the
Wow.
main the motto of the I think the KKR team this time. They will always have a hand on their shoulders if they are down, and if they are winning also, it's not that they are over the moon. So they are always on grounded. They know that there is a next match. I have to come back and do the same thing. And what Rana pointed out very importantly that day was that Gautam Gambhir has pointed it out that whatever me you be the player, you might be a big star or you might be a newcomer. It is not possible that you will have 14 matches as a very good outing. So you have to accept that in some matches you will fail. So it is very important that the team management from the initial stages they give this confidence to the players that even if you fail, we are there with you. And it's not possible. It is very true that it's not possible that for somebody will fire for 14 matches as such, and that's what they are doing this time. Even in the last match for the MI, you see what the KKR are doing this time very well is their opening combo. But both of them failed. I mean, KKR lost both their openers in the first 2 overs. But in spite of that, they managed to get 150, something like that. And even they didn't get a great finish also. Means Rinku and Russell also did not fire. But they maintained that tempo throughout the 20 overs. They kept on trying, and that pushed them think that is their very important. So they are not depending on their openers as such. Many are saying that openers are their key. That is true. That it is their openers they are key. But it's not that the KKR are banking on their openers only. They are banking on everybody. So in spite of not having a great start, in spite of not having a great finish, they still managed to get a dependable total what they did. So that's very important that whatever you are doing and you have the confidence that whatever run I am putting up, I will try to defend it, and they are doing it. So that's very important. I am saying that consistency is the main thing of KKR this season.
Yeah. I remember that song. Korbo lorbo jitbo re, korbo lorbo re, jitbo re, jitbo re. Abhi, uh, uh, Abhi, Abhijit sir, do you sing?
Yeah, sing better than you.
Okay, thank you. Because I thought I
Yeah.
was one of the best
No, no, that
in the
that you
circuit. Yeah.
always you are
We'll have a
self-obsessed.
duet.
That's the problem.
We'll have a duet in the last episode.
No,
Yeah.
no, but but I remember in one of your shows, Abhijit sir in Lucknow, Rahul Dravid saying that Kodbo Lodbo Jeetbo you can discount from KKR. You remember that moment when Rahul Dravid? It was on a lighter vein, but he said that.
Light.
And
Yeah,
you
that
remember?
sometimes, yeah, all the time the team doesn't perform in the same
Yeah,
mode. Look, one most important factor which I would like to point out is you people must have noticed that this year has not been a very extraordinary year for Rinku, neither a very extraordinary year for Russell, but some way or the other, a little bit of look, like this way the team should perform. Even if they are contributing 20, 15, 18, 19, 30. uh, it is not that single-handedly somebody is winning or one or two players are winning. Of course, that their openers have performed well, and Sunil Narayana has performed well, and Sunil Narayana's bowling has been an asset. It's not that they have an extraordinary bowling attack. It is basically the team cohesion and the plan, whatever has been briefed by the dugout by Chandrakant Pandit or Gautam Gambhir, that they have their plan has been executed rightly so in the ground while playing in the playing arena. If that is executed, then you are always successful. It is that you must even besides Sunil Narayan and to an extent now Chakravarti is also bowling extraordinarily. It's not that they are bowling other bowling. Harshit Rana is performing in bits and pieces in some matches and some matches you have to be hit. But if you are a good bowler, you are hit one out of three matches. If you are a but not a so good bowler, average bowler, you will be hit around. I think every second match you will be hit. So, but they are scoring so well. If the balance is being done, because the other team, I think they panic when the run comes for bowling, or even now the way Chakravarti is bowling. So they always have ready with a you need to have a backup plan. The Kolkata Knight Rider in
true.
on the ground, like Archiman said, they lost for 2 wickets. Venkatesh Iyer comes. See the performance of Venkatesh Iyer last year. And look the way he's playing this year. So they lost in against Mumbai 54 for 7 or 54 57 for 5 or something. Again they revived themselves. So their backup plan is absolutely perfect. But it is not that all of a sudden Russell came and saved them, or Rinku came or saved them. This has not happened this year. Nobody has noticed this, but this has not happened. Both of them they are superstars of IPL and T20 cricket, but this has not happened this year. They have won as a team. That's why what Nitish Rana said: we lose as a team, we win as a team. They have performed as a team with all the backups, one helping the other.
Well, that's how it's sort of making of a good team is like that. You it's not about individual; it's about the team. But Mr. Badri, uh, tonight, well, GT has been spoiling few parties. I mean, the way they went around doing their business against Chennai. And prior to that, they lost three matches in a row, and then they lost the sort of. But last match they were pretty impressive against Chennai. And so, do you think they can? Of course, they have in the past give a sort of stiff competition to a champion, to a good uh, team like KKR, because KKR, of course, they're right on top in terms of points. So, how do you see that challenge coming along?
No, I don't think they will be able to put up a very good challenge because whatever happened last match was an exceptional thing. I don't think that will happen every time. You get a opening start like that every time. So it's not that they will be able to repeat the thing, but it's very difficult to repeat that thing. And the main problem is that the GT middle order is not firing. The David Miller has not fired. That Rituraj Gaikwad, I mean Rahul Tewatia, they have not really fired as such. So the more they are more depending on the good start. And when you know that you are more dependent on a start, that adds to the pressure to the opponents also. So that I think is having their problem. That is a problem area over there. So as long as their whole middle order is not firing, it's very difficult to put up a good score, and it will be very difficult against Naren and Varun. But they are bowling really well, and they are complementing each other. That is very important. So even if you get through one of them, the other will have you. So that's very important. So in that aspect, I don't think it's very easy for it will be very easy for them to get to that type of a start. So they need the middle order to fire only. That then only they I think they can have KKR in trouble. Otherwise, I don't think it will be a very good challenge for them.
All right, Chennai is looking good. Yesterday we saw uh, Abhijit sir, Chennai coming back to the elements, which is important, and Dhoni distributing those tennis balls and T-shirts, which he does every year. Uh, Fans were told to stay back. Your thoughts how Chennai is shaping up for that big knockout stages? You think they are good as a team because low scoring affair. They are there. I mean, they are performing there. They won yesterday, of course. If you look at the score, Rajasthan being a top team could have done a little better. They fell short by 20 odd runs, 20-25. That's what happens every time you lose a game. You say batting first, you were short by 20-25 runs. But Chennai coming back to the elements, that's also good news for IPL, isn't it?
Look, as I have always told you, Chennai
Uh,
knows, Chennai basically CSK knows how to handle the situation, even within their
mm,
limitation. Like
mm,
the before the last match, they faced because the bowling attack was depleted. So they know how to use even if it is a mediocre attack, how to use even you have not never heard Simarjeet of extraordinary performance in domestic cricket. But you see how they used him yesterday because the pitches are tiring,
mm.
especially the CSK in the because the end of the season pitches are tiring. The balls will be gripping, so it suits for CSK. And Dhoni and of course I will not take away the credit from Ruturaj Gaikwad exploited it rightly so. And the way the bundled them out, the controlled the score of RR to 148, it can only be done by CSK because they don't have an extraordinary attack. Even Jadeja is also not in extraordinary form. Simarjeet is I will with due respect to him, not a very extraordinary bowler, but within the limitation, within the a particular situation, how to handle the situation. Nobody knows better than Mahendra Singh Dhoni,
But
mentor
Mr. Madanlal will be
CSK.
very upset hearing you like this. You're the way you're
Look,
talking about Simarjit.
no, no,
He's
I'm
a
not saying I'm not saying he's an extraordinary bowler, but he's maybe an upcoming bowler. But in the attack which he had, and look, if any sort of new bowler comes up, the other teams try to take advantage. But Simarjit was briefed in a way how to bowl in that particular pitch where the ball is gripping and it's slowing down because now the pitches are tiring. The end of the season. So in that case, he executed the plan rightly. Maybe in the other team he may not have executed. We do, and he has not played the tournament. I think he's
yeah.
playing for the last two matches after the almost mainstream mainline bowlers have left. So I'm not saying that he is a bad bowler. Who am I to give a comment of that he's a bad bowler or good
But
bowler?
you just did.
But
You
he's an
just
up.
did.
He did. He executed the plan. If you have briefed rightly, if you have guided rightly, you are. Did you hear about Harshit Rana before? Now, how come Harshit Rana has all of a sudden this year become? He was even Indranil Basu mentioned about Harshit Rana to be considered for the T20 World Cup team. So, look, gradually how you exploit the talent within the limitation of that bowler. That is the like, and the example is Mohit Sharma. The way Mohit Sharma is being used by Nehra. Look, in the last match, how many wickets it took? Why the slow? It is his was absolutely unplayable. So same context, you can just compare. Mohit Sharma is a seasoned campaigner, no doubt. But
No,
Simarjit, if
there is no unplayable word in T20. A batsman
no, no,
gets
no,
out because he wants to hit the ball. There's no unplayable
no, it was slow. Now,
factor
in
coming into
that the way,
T20.
no, no, the bowler ball he bowled. the slower ones. He took in 1 over 2 or 3 wickets. So at that time they were not hit the ball. They were not able to hit the ball. That you have to
Okay.
accept that. Look, it is a look anyway in T20 cricket is a high risk game. As just
Yes,
now,
I
Achiman, it is a fearless. If you play fearless cricket, you have to risk. It's a risk. You take the risk. Sometimes you will click. Sometimes you will not click. Huh. If your batting swing is not like bat swing is not like your like Indrajit Basu's bat swing, old age bat swing. He's a the natural player like Travis said or Abhishek Sharma or maybe Yashasvi has been not a good series IPL. Then they will play well. Not like you.
all right. You haven't seen my cricket, so you shouldn't be commenting like that.
Very
Uh,
mediocre.
no. I mean, you haven't seen me in a match. You haven't seen me performing in a
Net
match.
practice, net
Performance in a
practice
match is
is not
all
doesn't.
that matters. Nothing else would matter. But Rajasthan Royals, Urchida, not not able to. I mean, back to back two losses. I mean, it must have hurt them a lot. Must have hurt them a lot. So, where do you see Rajasthan going from those two losses? One, they lost against Delhi at Firozshah Kotla, and yesterday also in Chennai, losing the game like that. I think it's a travel also. Just imagine one heat center to the other heat center. It's not easy at all. Your thoughts on Rajasthan? How they can sort of come back? Because cricket is all about comebacks, right? So, how do you see Rajasthan shaping up?
And Rajasthan will be playing their last two games at Guwahati, which is a new venue. So that
Yeah.
will be again something new for them. So
Uh,
I think they will qualify. No doubt they are in such a position they should qualify. It will be a surprise if they fail to do that. But the problem I think is the opening pair has not been firing match after match. Both Jasusi and Butler has not fired. The match where Butler fired, they actually beat KKR also. So they are missing that great start in the opening slot. And Sanju is playing a very important role, and Rayan is also playing a very important role. But they need a good start. They need a good start to get that momentum, and that's they are lacking. So I think if they get a good start there in the next two matches, they should come good. They should come good, and I don't see them out of the playoff zones till now. Even if they lose one of the matches, they can still make it. Maybe not in top two, but at least in the top four. No doubt about that. But it's true. It's true that if you are started losing, that harms your momentum. So they should do something that because before going to the playoffs they need to arrest this slide and do something very important to get that momentum back for them. That is more important. But it's true that in a new venue, I am not very sure how the pitch will work in Guwahati and how they will fare
your
there.
friend is
But
making the
last,
pitch. Your friend is making the pitch. You should be knowing.
yeah, my friend is that's true. That's true. But I haven't talked to him for long. But it's true.
All right.
Guwahati is a different venue, so that will be interesting how they finish off. It will be very interesting to see that.
Will you be going and covering the game?
No, I am not going. I'm not going.
All right. But it's very close to Calcutta, so I imagine it could be probably they're going there. But Saurav Ganguly couldn't take it further. I mean, Delhi Capitals yesterday. Abhijit sir, your thoughts quickly. Saurav Ganguly, your
No,
good friend.
one thing I'm surprised. Not it is not Saurav Ganguly. Why you point out only one particular person? Ricky Ponting is also
But
there.
he's the
Praveen Amre is also
mentor.
there.
He's the
Uh,
mentor of the team.
no, he's not a mentor. He's a director of cricket operations. He's professionally looking after
Oh,
the whole
same thing.
cricket
Same thing.
operation.
Same thing.
No, he is looking after the women's cricket, men's cricket, everything. So he's not accountable. But at the team accountability, as far in the playing arena is concerned, it is Ricky Ponting. But yeah, of course, we cannot take away the responsibility of him.
You're
But I
shielding
am
your friend.
most imp-
You're shielding your
Are,
friend.
let me complete
No,
whatever
no,
I'm
this
trying
is
to
not
say.
right, sir. Yeah.
No, don't get into controversy. What I'm trying to say
No,
is
no,
I'm pretty
you're shielding your
surprised.
friend. That's my thought.
If so much seasoned brain are associated with Delhi, 3 matches at a stretch, if there was overs were being bowled, they should have been careful. They should have taken notice after second match only that in the third match they don't blow the over rate is not slow. Because if that is maybe the captain may miss out, but the dugout should point out that you have to move fast so that otherwise you will be banned. So these things should have been taken notice of the by the team management. That is not the
Mm.
fault of only Rishabh Pant. It's a fault of the whole team. That I found it very surprising. Of course, this is part of the game, part of the IPL. This should have happened if the rule is a rule. But you have to be careful. If there so many people are there and there are opportunities for three matches. If that before the third match, you should be careful that we should not have a slow over rate. So they really missed out Rishabh Pant yesterday. And there are and every match, Porel will not come and hit. Or okay, of course, Magak run out was unfortunate, but we have to accept that Siraj is bowling well, Dayal bowled well, and that day the arrival of two spinners in the RCB attack, Karan Sharma and Swapnil Singh, the whole approach of RCB has changed. So that also you have to
Yeah.
accept. But there are holes in the middle order of DC that was already there. It was being compensated with Rishabh Pant being there and the top order. The way Megak was playing, but both of them, Megak got unfortunately run out, and Rishabh Pant was not there. So what can you say? But I will certainly point out to that about the slow over it issue. That should have been they should have been careful when so many seasoned captains are sitting. What was Praveen Arya doing? What is Ricky Ponting doing? Or whatever. Your target Saurabh Ganguly. You are already targeting him, Mr. Saurabh Ganguly.
All right, but RCB realistic chance of making it to the last four, Mr. Bahaduri. What are your thoughts?
I think now now the things are so yeah, evenly matched in the middle, and there are so many teams who can end up at 14. So who knows? Who knows? It can always happen. But actually, yesterday there was another thing: the Delhi fielding, the way they dropped catches, means they dropped Patidar I think thrice, and Patidar went on to score a 52. That made a very big difference. So in a 20-over match, if you drop four catches, I don't think you deserve to win. So
True.
fielding also harmed them very much. So everything actually worked for them. They got a lucky run out of Jack. They got four drop catches there. Rishabh was missing, so everything fell in place for RCB in that way. And when these things come around, you might think that yeah, the good things are shining on RCB. So who knows? They might also be in contention. At least they can finish on 14, and now with a good run rate, they now stand a better chance. Now they actually improve their run rate quite well. So if they finish that on that equal points with some other teams, they will stand a better chance than the others. So who knows? It can always happen, of course.
I think the most important
Chennai.
match, if I'm not, most important match, I think if I'm not wrong, is the match on 18 between CSK and RCB. That will
Yeah,
play the most huge role in this IPL.
that
This
will be
year's
a
IPL is the
shootout.
most
Actually, that will
that
that
will
will
shoot
be a
out.
shootout.
That will yeah
Whoever wins.
that that will change the whole scenario.
Scenario. That is the
True. But Abhijit sir, dropped catches has been the story in this IPL. So many drop catches
IPL
happen from different
average.
teams. I mean, your thoughts? How disturbing it could be for a team if you're dropping catches like that, and they drop sitters. They dropped at that level when you're playing. You can't afford to drop catches like that. But they have done it. Your thoughts?
Look, I think we have discussed so many times during watching the matches. Also, we have chatted. We have pointed out
Huh?
about the pathetic fielding or the drop. I think the overall IPL in this year's IPL, the fielding as
Mm.
far as the catching is concerned has been very average, or maybe in some like as Archibald said, below average also. So, and we have not seen good field, although some extraordinary fieldings that we have seen, like the controversial Sai Hope one, when in whether Samson was out or not. This sort of, but nothing extraordinary. We have seen except one or two or three or four. But in the playing arena, lots of drop catches. Whatever be the reason, you are getting mentally tired. There are two aspects of tiring: physical fatigue and the mental tiring factor. Because of which just we are pointing out that now all of a sudden Butler is also not playing well and Samson is not playing. They have to rejuvenate themselves. But the catching, if when you have a fielding expert like John T. Rhodes and lots of good fielding experts are there, fielding coaches are there in the respective teams. What are they doing? I don't know. How are they finding their players? If there, because generally there is to be fined or some whatever the players how they used to fielding the fielding coach directs is to direct them that how to do and what not to do. That is being done or not, I don't know, but it is across uh, all the matches it has happened, I think. Yeah, but
All
for
right.
Dhamshala, you
It's a
can
concern.
Dhamshala, you can say that two of the towers, the light is problem, but and the because of the altitude, the ball comes faster. Yes, you can Dhamshala, you can say yes, the balance is different. But what about the other grounds? There are no
All right.
not same problem as Dhamshala.
All right. All right. We'll see. Hopefully, it will improve when it's business end, of course, and then the knockout stages. We'll see some cracking cricket contest between bat and ball and good catching.
Like a
Because
fielding is just like your fielding actually. If you would have fielded,
you haven't seen me field
the,
again. This is what
the,
little knowledge could be dangerous, sir. I mean, just hold
net
your
practice,
horses. It's very dangerous.
net practice. I have seen you only on the net. Net, you can how
I'm a
can you
match
do
player.
fielding practice?
I'm a big match
I
player,
have
sir.
never
You
seen
get
you
it wrong
watching.
all the time. I
I
don't
have
know
never
how
seen you playing
you
matches.
ran your team. Look, you get it wrong all the time. But coming back to
No,
our
no.
top 11 picks for today's game between GT and KKR, we'll have Shubman Gill to start with. Of course, Riddhiman Sai has not been keeping fit regular, but we'll still back him to be there. Sai Sudarshan scored a wonderful 100 along with Captain Gill. We'll put in there. Manish Pandey has been doing well for KKR, offloaded one of the games where he came and actually played a blinder out of nowhere. Rinku Singh, Shreya Iyer, Andre Russell, Sunil Nareen, Varun Chakravarti, Rashid Khan, and Vaibhav Arora. This is the top 11 picks we have for today's game at 7:30. Gujarat versus Kolkata in Narendra Modi Cricket Stadium. You can't get better and bigger than this. But Abhijit sir, your closing comment before your who's going to win tonight? KKR or GT? GT can do it, can they?
GT another century from Shubman Gill.
All right, all right. That'll be a good reminder to the
I'll,
selectors. Your thoughts?
and Sai Sudarshan also.
All right, Mr. Bhaduri, your pick tonight. GT or
I am. I will go for
Kolkata?
KKR. It's very difficult to stop KKR
All
in
right.
this form.
There's a conflict there. You're sitting in Calcutta covering Kolkata matches and you're
He
seeing
cannot
Kolkata. I
afford
mean,
to.
this
He
is,
cannot afford to.
yeah, 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 yeah. So that's the
He's
story.
not a
Yeah. Thanks a lot, sir.
he's not a Dalbadlu like you. He's committed.
Sir, I support cricket. I support good cricket. I support
You know, sometimes you are
whatever.
supporting CSK, sometimes you are supporting someone else. You should stand
No,
by
no.
one.
In cricket
Your
calling,
stance are already
we are
fluctuating.
doing never ever we have done like that. Never ever we have done like that. But thanks a
Your
lot,
stance are
Abhijit
all
sir.
fluctuating.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Avijit sir and Mr. Bhaduri for coming and throwing light on the very important game today. Of course, for KKR and GT, for KKR more, and for more such cricketing conversation, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Times of India, and of course, keep watching Cricket Calling. Thanks for watching.